Going back to our roots, here are some of the absolute best cars for under $5,000. For people who don't know, Vehicle Virgins was started to help high school and college students find their first car. First, hence the name Virgins. Not because either of us are virgins, we are not. First up is the E39 540i. Between the years of 1998 and 2001, you can find them readily for under $5,000. They've got 291 horsepower and 340 pound-feet of torque. It's a luxurious four-door sedan. You can get them in a manual, and with the M Sport package, the front end looks a bit like an M5. But it's more reliable than an M5.
That's true.
And almost as fun.
If you want an older BMW, but you don't want the big 5 Series, you can get an E46 330. Same thing, a nice German sedan. It's got some luxury. It's fun, a little smaller than a 5 Series, so it'll handle better. But along the same type of car, you can get a manual in it, and they're quite fun too.
You can also probably get like a 2004 two-door 330i if you're looking for a coupe.
Next up, we have the Mazda Miatas. You can get a Miata ranging from early 1990s to even some very, very early 2000s. The price will then differ depending on the mileage. Obviously, an older one will have potentially less miles than a newer one that costs the same amount. But those are really fun little cars. You can get them in a manual. They're extremely light, small, convertible, rear-wheel drive. Hell of a lot of fun.
And yeah, 2,200 pounds.
Yes,
cars nowadays are
90s.
Getting huge. The car we're in right now is literally twice as heavy. It's 4,400 pounds.
Yep.
There's a reason why a lot of people autocross Miatas. There's a reason why there's a whole spec Miata class. I mean, shit, I kind of want to do spec Miata racing.
Fun.
It's definitely a fun car, and you get the open top experience.
Another fun little car you can get for less than $5,000 is a older Mini Cooper. I think early 2000s you can get one.
Even up to 2007,
yeah,
actually.
Again, that's a little tiny car, short wheelbase, doesn't weigh a lot, doesn't have a ton of horsepower, but that's okay because it's light, it's fun. You don't need a massive engine in a little car like that.
And it's a quirky car. Some people absolutely
very unique.
Love the way they look. They're definitely unique.
There's history there. Everybody knows what a Mini is, and the giant round
it's got a very, very unique interior. The tachometer and speedo are unlike
huge.
Any other car.
Dinner plate
and they do
sized.
handle extremely well.
Yep.
Another alternative is the second generation Subaru WRX. There's a huge online tuner community behind it. You can modify it very easily for not very much money. New exhaust systems. All of the parts are cheap for it. It's turbocharged, so it's very, very
there's a reason why they are so popular.
Absolutely. And I mean, you can drive it off-road and drive the absolute shit out of it because, well, it's meant to handle it.
Another car would be the E36 M3. Now, these are older, they'll have a lot of miles on them, but those would be a lot of fun. I've never driven one. You have.
I have. I like them a lot. I don't personally like the way they look, but that's completely subjective. So if you do like the way they look, then it is an awesome car for under $5,000. Handles extremely well, sounds great. It's a BMW M car.
For under $5,000.
For under $5,000. Not as much in terms of tuning potential because, well, it's a naturally aspirated car. But there are some people, you know, if down the line you have some money to spend, who supercharge these things and they become absolute rocket ships.
I have a feeling you'll be spending all of your money on fixing it.
Yeah. Okay, so the thing with the M3 is it's going to cost more to maintain than a lot of the cars we've mentioned.
But what we're talking about is $5,000 purchase price.
Yep. You can, of course, get lucky with these cars. In general, older BMWs will cost more to maintain than some of the others that we've mentioned, but that doesn't mean that it's not worth it.
Another one is the Honda Civic. 1990s, late 1990s to early 2000s, a little Civic Si. Again, you're kind of sensing a trend here. Little, small, fun, fast cars without a bunch of horsepower, but they're pretty popular. Again, reliable. They're pretty efficient.
Especially if you get a non-SI. If you're looking for something, we mentioned the Civic because it is a reliable car. You can get to and from work every day without worrying that it's going to break. It's going to be a lot less costly to maintain, and it's going to get good gas mileage.
Yes.
There's a reason why it sells so well.
Yeah, exactly.
Lastly, an early 2000 Volkswagen Golf. you got a few options here. If you want a fuel-efficient, more reliable car, you can go for the diesel TDI. In a manual, these things get absolutely phenomenal gas mileage, over 40 on the highway. And if you want the more fun car, Volkswagen Gti could be your ticket.
If I had to buy only one car for under $5,000, I would get a Mazda Miata. After driving a few of them, they are a lot of fun with a manual transmission, convertible top, rear-wheel drive. They feel like a little go-kart, and I think that would be absolutely the most fun for the money and likely one of the more reliable vehicles. Originally, they weren't that expensive in the first place, as opposed to something German, which may run you a lot in maintenance costs.
And I would argue that, yeah, it's a small two-seater, but if you are buying it in high school or college, do you really need a big four-seater car? Chances are you might not have a family. As in like children, not
as if you don't have parents.
Yeah.
Orphan car.
No, but you might not need the extra seats. Whereas
So
later
no
in
5
life,
Series. You might
maybe
look at a 5 Series.
having only one car as a two-seater might not be very
that's true.
practical. Now, I would choose the E36 M3 because it is an absolute steal for under $5,000, and I think eventually they might start going back up in value. It's a manual. It has a screaming inline six that's naturally aspirated. Sounds awesome. Handles like it's on rails. It's lightweight. It's a BMW M car, so it is cool, and especially if you do like the way it looks, all around it's a pretty awesome car. Now, you either spend $5,000 on it and then you pray nothing breaks while you save up more money, or I would suggest if you're going to buy one of those cars, wait till you have a little more money to spend than that, and then spend the $5,000 and keep a couple grand left over just in case stuff breaks, because it is German. There are German parts, and you know, the BMW M department likes to pretty much screw you in aftermarket part costs and never take it to a dealership for any of the maintenance. But even after independent mechanics, they are going to charge more to work on a car like that.
Yep.
So there you have it. There's obviously a ton of awesome options for under $5,000. This was more just kind of sports cars. We didn't mention any enthusiast cars. We didn't mention any SUVs or cars
like
that
Jeep Wrangler or stuff like that. Yeah.
We mentioned a few alternatives for the more reliable and good gas mileage, the Golf TDI, the Honda Civic.
Yep.
But if you guys want, we could also make one for more practical, the most practical all-around cars under $5,000. If you drive a cool car in this price range, leave a comment below. We'd love to know your thoughts on it. Maybe you hate it and you want people to know, do not buy a certain car for under $5,000. Or if you don't currently have one and you've done research and you want to help other people out, and we'd love to know ourselves what you guys think are the best and coolest cars for under $5,000. I wonder what the fastest car for under $5,000.
That would be an interesting one.
That would be interesting. We should do some research on that and figure out
fastest in a straight line, and
maybe not necessarily. We could do two things: the fastest car stock that you can buy under $5,000, or the fastest car total build price for under $5,000. I bet you could do some stupid quick
something
things.
Crazy you could do. Just nitrous shot on a crazy engine, use engine.
Even just with turbos, no nitrous. I bet you could build a pretty quick car for under $5,000.
So discuss below. We welcome your comments, and let's see if anybody can come up with something really cool.
Absolutely. I hope you enjoyed this type of video. We can do more in different price ranges if it's welcomed. Like always, please browse our channel and subscribe. Look forward to seeing you next video.